Hello there and welcome back to Modded Minecraft. Today I am on Mars because I've been playing this too much offline, and yeah. Also, this thing showed up and I couldn't kill it, so... Oh, that's awesome! So I named it Hitler. It wasn't letting me hit it earlier, so I guess the server must have been like... I don't know. Okay. So... yeah, I've just set up a quarry on Mars so we can get materials for tier 3 heavy duty plates, and they are here, and they need this compressed dash, which is, I believe, an ore. It is an ore on Mars. So yeah, to get that I've set up this quarry here and then this big reactor. One of these should have cables. And yeah, so I've also set up a new base back home, the location of which is supposed to be hidden for now. So yeah, that's why Ray's minimap is off. And yeah, there's that. So we actually set up a quarry on the moon last night, and the only way I'm on Mars right now is by spawning in a bunch of the moon iron, and I honestly think it's ridiculous that you're required to get like thousands of those just to get to other planets. And I'm not speaking of just like right now, I'm speaking of like over time. It's going to take thousands of hours of just looking for the stupid iron just to build a bloody rocket. Like, by the time we get to tier 10, that's gonna be a ridiculous amount of the iron. So I've just decided that it's not worth it and just spawned a bunch in. Threw out a bunch of red matter, but yeah, I did spawn a bunch of that stuff in and made 3 of the rockets. Mine is over here. So yeah. Yeah, here's Mars. There's not much to do on it, so I'm gonna go back. Wait, there should be another one of these nearby. Or another, not one of these, but the bubbles, or the balloons. We could go for an evolved creeper boss, actually, because that's what we need for a tier 3 rocket. So shall we? I mean, we don't have a hang glider. We do now. Okay, yeah, let's do that. I don't know what they look like. Ooh, waypoint. This kind of defeat the purpose of having the raise minimap on when you are doing this. Is this one? I think it might be a creeper boss. I'm betting it is. These are interesting blocks. Huh. It's water. Betting that's unintentional, but cool. Be cool if galactic craft mobs occasionally dropped loot. Oh no. How do we even hit this guy? Oh, we're gonna need our jetpack. I wonder if I can hit TNT. Oh, I can. I don't want to set off all those eggs. I want to try and get a few. Can't hit it anymore? No, I can't hit it anymore. I wish it would be a better shot so it'd be easier to kill. He's done. Ow. Ooh, watch out. On a torch. I hope this has gravity. It does. I got it. Oh, we actually have to be really careful with these. Okay. We have a trophy room at the new base. So I was thinking. Wrong door. I was thinking it'd be useful for the trophy room. Or nice to have in the trophy room. You know, just a creeper. Automatic. Ooh! I actually want one of those. How much do we have? But we do want this iridium. Okay. I think you guys would like this base. In fact, I might have to cut to black on the landing screen because I don't want you to know where this is. So that's what I'm going to do. Once we get up into space, I'll cut to black. With a planet selector screen. Okay, let me just cut to black really quick. Okay. Oh, Did I not hit launch? We could go to Mars's moons, because Mars has moons. Yeah, this would actually be a really big problem if I were to show you guys where this was. Because it's really obvious right now. Let me just teleport down to the base. I'll go to the launch pad actually. Let's start in the launch room. Okay, so here is the launch room. You can look up some sky. And yeah. So walking out of the launch room, we have our Flans mod area, creeper head. Then here we have the rocket room, which is really just an assembly chamber for the rockets where we produce heavy duty plates, all the good stuff. And yeah. Oh yeah, that's all the iron that spawned in. And yeah, so we produce steel plates over here. And here we produce aluminum plates. Here we produce bronze plates. So yeah. Then over here we'll have a vault at some point. I'm not sure what this is for. Oh, the computer maybe? I don't know. The vault is for something, perhaps. I don't actually know yet. I probably should have hidden that name. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, right. I have a few missile silos. So, EMC farm and that stuff. So here's our storage wing, or soon to be storage wing. And yeah. And then down here, this is our steel automation facility, where we should have a buttload of steel. Yes, we do. It's just two metallurgic computers going into an energized smelter, all of which have these speed upgrades. So yeah, and then here is our cash money room. Lit AF, as the kids would say, cash money. No, the oil, but this is the real cash money. It's also what we use to power rockets, which that cable runs under here. And yeah, our floor is actually made out of moon rock, in case you're wondering. So, yeah. And then this here, this is our chest, so that's pretty cool. We've got our marijuana farm, which is also pretty cool. And yeah, marijuana. And then here is the reactor room. As you can see, the reactor room has this, which I threw a stack of red matter into. I think red matter blocks, which powers the reactor for now. And eventually I will switch over to some... This room actually looks really nice, but I didn't build it. Yeah, but yeah, eventually we'll switch over to using turbines. But for now, since I don't really know how to use turbines, we're just using a reactor, and it's more than fast enough at producing power currently, until we move our EMC farm over here, and all that other good stuff. So this might actually fill up with cyanite before anything else happens, which might be a problem. But yeah, basically cyanite, since we can EMC it, just goes into the energy condenser Mark II here. That will get turned into yellorium blocks, but every 4 cyanide ingots is enough. Cyanite ingots are 1 yellorium ingot, so you know it's worth using, but it does burn through some EMC, so that's good. And yeah, I also need a room for turbines, but I would assume it's probably not super hard. There's probably plenty of tutorials on the interwebs, so yeah. And then this is gonna be the crew area. I think this is my brother's room, maybe. And then yeah, this hallway isn't done quite yet. And yeah, game froze there for a second. So this is the base thus far, and yeah, let's go put this creeper egg in the trophy room. Let me just cut to black so you guys don't get that passcode. I mean, you guys will likely never be on here, but I don't want that password to be out in the open web. So I put both of the tier 1 rockets here just because I could, because this isn't my thing. But yeah, creeper egg. That's pretty lit. This is a dungeon key, tier 1 dungeon key, but we didn't actually get the dungeon chest, so we just kept this here and put it in the thing. So yeah, it's pretty lit. And yeah, here's our moon rock that we use for the floors. And yeah, let me just cut to black once again so you guys don't get the passcode. Okay. So these are actually item grades from Thaumcraft. Yeah, they're kind of cool. If you click on them, nothing falls through. If you click on them again, stuff can fall through. It's kind of interesting. And yeah. This is a really nice base. Oop. Cool. Oh, it's missing a block. I would fix that if I had blocks to repair it with, but I don't. So I'll just leave it. I like the noises that these doors make. Just listen. Can't really hear it over the machines, but we do have doors. And yeah, I think I threw a stack of red matter in this, because I don't know, didn't want to throw away red matter blocks quite yet. And yeah, so this is the base. Also, it's like 10,000 blocks away from the fortress, so yeah, I think we're good for now. Crap, I don't actually know what the code is for this, because they're supposed to be different for each door. Yeah, I didn't put that door down, so yeah. I'll actually walk you through how this works. So we have two electric compressors working to produce steel plates, and those actually get pumped up into here using one pipeline. And then same with the aluminum plates, we have two compressors producing those, and then those pumped to the same place, and then this diamond chest filled up with bronze, and those actually go to the same place using the same pipeline into this compressor, which produce out of steel plates, I guess. I can go fetch some steel, that'll solve part of the problem. Okay, I've got a bunch of steel now. I mean, realistically, we don't need this much, this many steel plates, but, you know, it doesn't really matter that much. It's kind of cool to have that many. So, I don't actually want to put this in the workbench yet, because, oh, the tier 2 rocket actually stayed, but, the reason I don't want to put that in the workbench is because all the other schematics, I got all the ones from the moon, and all of them got deleted, so I had to spawn in all the other, the tier 2 rocket schematic, because it got deleted. And if anyone that plays on the server has any problems with that, just let me know, and I will gladly let you spawn those back in. So yeah. This should be emerald blocks. Just saying, but realistically, no one's actually gonna do that. So it's fine. So yeah. I like this base. It's quite nice. I thought I lowered the item despawn rate. Okay. That's weird. But yeah, so this is the reactor. Doesn't do much other than be a reactor. And yeah. So how do we build a we don't have any info on the reactor, but how do we build a turbine? I don't know. Turbine, I would assume sign in. That's a lot of effort. I'll do that some other time. I don't know what to do now. I'd like to get started on a computer, but that would take 10 years, so I probably won't. I don't know. Okay, so we need another source of oil despite being completely full. Okay, almost completely full on fuel. We do have some in here, but it's only like 4 millibuckets per tank, so it's not really worth collecting. Yeah, that's the reactor room behind that wall. So, yeah, probably not very noise tight. Ooh, this isn't actually plugged in yet. Huh. Okay, we need to run a cable in there. Because we do have cables running over here, but we just don't have them plugged into anything. Actually, they're plugged into there, I guess, but not here quite yet. So we'll do this really quick. Because, you know, we want our cash money factory to run off one big reactor, not this one that I temporarily set up in here. Ooh, actually. I think this one, no, okay. We should be fine power-wise. See, look, this cable isn't, like, working. Let's just break it and replace it, maybe. Okay. Wrench. Just trying to avoid the redstone signal. There. I don't know what causes that, but something clearly does, and it annoys me. So, there's that. Stone. Ooh, we need the moon rock. Perfect. Okay, we need more moon rock. Luckily, we brought a bunch back from the moon. Okay, are there any other holes in the floor? Let's just go patch them if there are any. So this is the storage base. I'm not sure what the vault is for. Because I didn't really do any of the planning for this. So, yeah. I did some planning, but not much. We need a computer, but I don't have the patience to build one again, so I might just have to make do without one for now, until I can find a good way to automate the computer, which shouldn't be too hard realistically. I think this is where the computer is going to go. I'm not too big on this room. I think it looks a little gross, I don't know. It's too purple. Like, I could see the floor and ceiling being purple, but I don't know, the rest of it is just garbage. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. Ooh, why do we have two of these? Interesting. Okay. Whatever. Okay, so we should be getting even more steel plates. And as time goes on, we'll obviously add more assembly lines on, because these aren't too hard to make. I think I have some extras in a chest somewhere. Not sure where, but they're somewhere. And, yeah, they're not very hard to make. So, I'm not too worried about it. And, yeah. I found out what this slot is. It's thermal padding, which apparently you need for Mars. So tier 4 uses the tier 3 carbon. We should be able to get carbon. Yeah. Okay. Tier 5. Can press palladium. Jupiter. Magnesium. Saturn. Oh. Reinforced crystal. Okay, so the crystal might take a little longer. But that's probably not going to be too hard. Yeah. So, this is really easy to make, right? But I'm not sure how you make the upgraded thermal padding. Like, there's tier 2, which we're going to need before we go to any other planet. Oh, it's just... Oh, tier 2... So we need the compressed dash for this. Okay, so then tier 3... Carbon. Carbon. Okay, and then tier 4... Magnesium. Okay. That shouldn't be too hard. Are these all extra planets? No. Okay, these are extra planets, but this isn't. Crap, these aren't EMC-able either. These are, luckily, but the others aren't. I don't know, I think EMC is kind of cheating sometimes, but I don't think I would be able to stand playing this without it. So, yeah. I really like these roofs. I don't know, the darker color makes it seem like it's bigger, I think. I don't know. That might not be the case, but I think it seems a little bigger because of the darker roof. So yeah. I don't have much else to say. I've kind of just been playing this recently. To do much other than that. Oh man. Can we make this bigger? No. This should just be a C. Oh, okay, the money isn't down there anymore. Cool. So since he's on now, I'm gonna end the stream here. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.